Are you like me, always struggling with the little people's heads going forward in the car seat? That is what prompted me to make this. Oh my goodness, let's go make it. But first, always remember to share this so it was saved to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. The first thing you're gonna do is go to Hometown Quilt Company, download the template, cut out your pieces. We're gonna take our first piece and lay it pretty side down. We're gonna take our second piece and lay it pretty side up. Now, we're gonna sew all the way around, except we're gonna leave a hole, and I'm gonna leave my hole right here so I can stuff it after I finish stitching it and turn it right side out. So sew all the way around, leave a hole so you can turn it right side out, and then we're gonna stuff it.
The template says to cut it on the fold, but I wanted to use this fabric and I didn't have enough of it to be able to do it on the fold. So I cut 4 pieces and then stitched mine together in the middle. If you do like I did, just make your pieces a little wider in the middle. And I just sewed it with a straight stitch and a 1/4 inch seam.
Okay, I left a hole here. I left a hole on either side because I know that in my little lady's car seat, I need it to be flat. I want this back piece to be completely flat, not have any cushion, so that all of the cushion is to the side so that they can rest on it to sleep. Because we have the hardest time in our car seats. We are like falling over, and I don't love that. We're gonna turn it right side out, and then we're gonna come right here in the center and we're gonna sew that down. You don't have to sew yours down if you don't want to. I'm gonna sew mine down because I need it to be flat. If there's any cushion back there, then their head pushes forward, and that's not helpful to me. Oh my goodness, they're going to love this. Okay, so I'm gonna sew right here, almost in a V shape. I'm gonna sew from here in on both sides.
I just sewed a straight stitch just to keep the batting from going into that part of the neck pillow. But you don't have to do that. You can stuff the whole neck pillow if you want to. That just seems uncomfortable to me. We have some little people neck pillows and they don't work because it still pushes their head forward. And I think this is going to work better for us. But you do what works for you.
Okay, I have an old pillow. It's an old pillow that was in the little lady's room and they have worn it down. So I cut it open and I'm using the stuffing from it to fill this. You want to make sure you fill it good. And smaller pieces are better. Large pieces will have you all lumpy and bumpy. So put small pieces in there, fill it up, and then we're going to hand stitch it closed after you fill both sides.
I'm using some pillow stuffing, but you could obviously use polyfill or whatever you want. The smaller the pieces, the better. But sometimes I have good patience and sometimes not so much. So do the best you can. Just make sure it's good and stiff.
Okay, now I'm going to stitch my holes up by hand, and I'm going to see if this works in my little lady's car seat. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. And it was so fast. So many times I have to make 2 of them, and it takes me forever. This one is not going to take me any time. But I'm going to make the second one before I pull out the hand needle, and I'll stitch all of them together at once. Oh, my name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.